Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Insomniac Anvil and welcome back to a late night reviews with an Insomniac. Today I'm going to go over two things regarding Oddworld SoulStorm, and that is the two messages left by Oddworld Inhabitants and Lorne Lanning himself regarding everything that's been happening SoulStorm, the release date. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to cover all this immediately like I wanted to. Typical, the one time that I'm unable to do any recordings because I moved house, Oddworld posted stuff. And they didn't just post one thing, they posted a whole bunch of stuff. So I have to go over it quite a bit, which is exciting, that's fine. But anyway, let's get into it. Basically, Lorne in this video goes over why they've had to push back the release date. He looks extremely tired. I kind of have said this a bunch already. Last time he made an appearance, I mentioned how tired he looked. And now he even looks more tired because, like I said, he's the only one who's been in office. Everyone else has been at home all over the world because of COVID. So the work has been exceptionally slow, which I've said this already. He also goes to mention that we've all been patiently waiting, and then he makes a funny face, which I think is quite clever actually. I think that was quite funny of him because, yeah, a lot of us have been patient, but a lot of us haven't been patient as well. And he knows that, they all know that. So I think that's a pretty good indication that we all just need to get off their backs a bit. The game is coming, it's done. They just need to squash some bugs, fine tune a few things to make it perfect. Yeah, it's taken a bit longer, but you know what? I feel like they do get a one-off with 2020 being the way that it has been. They've also written a letter, which I'll go over in a second. Today, the 19th of December, which I'm recording, Epic Games for a couple hours have made Oddworld New and Tasty for free. You can get it for free on the Epic Games Store. I feel like that's a pretty sweet deal. That kind of just softens things up a bit, I suppose. Quite nice and quite cheeky as well. But yeah, let's go over the letter which they posted on Twitter. Here it is here. So let's go over this real quickly. I know a lot of the stuff people already know about, but I personally want to get my thoughts out and go over it anyway. But the letter goes as follows. What's up with the release of Oddworld SoulStorm? Good question. Oddworld SoulStorm is by far the biggest game that we have ever made, which is both exciting and nerve-wracking. I can relate. I'm very, very nervous for this game because there's a few things looking at it that I'm kind of like, but looking at it longer, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be really good regardless. It just feels different from what I've seen. So I'm a bit nervous to play it as well. I can just only imagine what, they're going through. Our team has been heads down working on SoulStorm to bring it to you as quickly as possible without sacrificing high quality. Exactly, this is very good. Take as long as you need because the quality has to be there. Just take a look at Cyberpunk 2077. They've taken it off the market because people pushed them to release it early. It wasn't ready. People hated it, and now they're taking it off the shelves and they're working on it again because it sucked. Imagine if that happened to Oddworld. They'd be dead. They would be dead in the water right now. There would be no Oddworld Inhabitants. They'd be screwed if we forced them into releasing it early. The game would suck. Imagine if they'd released it years ago. The game would have been terrible. So yeah, it's just a perfect example of why they need to take their time, and I'm so thankful that they are. Anyway, sorry, rambling. I am proud of them and the work they are creating. I want to stress SoulStorm is nearly done. Story levels are all done. We're now focused on getting new and exciting Oddworld features balanced and bug squashing, so there isn't too much left to do. They basically don't want a repeat of what happened to Oddworld Abe's Odyssey when that first came out. Grade A bug. It was terrible. There was a very common thing that you could do in the game and it would force a crash. Very, very bad. They're almost dead in the water right from the get-go, so they want to try to avoid that as much as possible, which is good. I know you know that we are an indie team, and for the last 10 months we have been working from home because we cannot be in the same room working together. These necessary measures have slowed our progress, but to be candid, we need the extra time to ensure that everything is gelling and enhances your experience. Yeah, I kind of figured. We wanted to release day and date with the launch of PlayStation 5, which they talked about, but it would have been a lesser game for it, and that is neither what we want nor what you deserve. A spring 2021 release gives us flexibility, time, and a little wiggle room to deliver SoulStorm 2. See, my latest prediction is kind of right. I said late March. Hopefully, was it the 16th of March? I think is when they originally announced the game back in 2016. I said it'd be pretty cool if they released it 2021 won March 16. And spring 2021 is late March. Granted, I think spring starts March 19, but hopefully my theory is very close to being correct. It sounds like it, which is exciting. Very, very exciting. Fortunately, all our partners have supported our decisions. We have a lot riding on this game and we want to release the best game possible. We will know an exact date in early 2021 and we'll share it with you as soon as we are 100% certain. So I'd say early January, hopefully, we should know a date. So only a couple weeks away. So just hold on tight. Hold on to your loincloths. Don't let them fall off just yet. Sherry and I and the entire team thank you for sticking with us on our journey. Your support inspires us. We cannot wait to share SoulStorm with you. It has been longer than expected, but we believe it will be worth it. Thank you, Lorne Lanning. Now, I just want to quickly double back. Where it says our team has been heads down working on SoulStorm to bring it to you as quickly as possible without sacrificing high quality. And where he also says, which is both exciting and nerve-wracking. I'm pretty sure Lorne said that his hair went grey working on one of the earlier Oddworld games. I can't remember if it was Exodus or Munchie's Odyssey. He said that was the most stressful game he'd ever made. I think it was Exodus. And now he's saying that this is extremely nerve-wracking. I can only imagine it. If his hair went grey or white working on that, imagine what it's doing to him. I mean, you can see what it's doing to him. He looks exhausted. Our beautiful, luscious Lorne Lanning needs to take a vacation once all this is done. I mean, I think they've earned it regardless of how Oddworld SoulStorm turns out. To put that much dedication into a game is just, it's honestly beautiful to see. They are they don't stop. They always find a way. It's honestly quite inspirational to see, to be honest. Yeah, they've had a really bumpy road, but I think that just makes the story of Oddworld that much better, is their struggle and their dedication, their drive to succeed. I think that's amazing, to be honest. Overall, I think this is really good. It's nice to hear from them finally. I'm kind of annoyed, I guess you could say, that it took them so long. I think they could have said something sooner. They didn't have to wait for the Game Awards to say something, but I'm glad they did. And honestly, I'm more excited than ever to see it now because they've pushed it back, so they've had more time that they honestly needed anyway to further perfect the game. So I've got high hopes for it, which is stressful for them, but I have faith in them. But yeah, also I just want to say sorry that it took me so long to make this. I know all of you probably have watched or read all this information already. I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Until then, have a good day, have a good night. Bye bye.